Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting Propagandacast from your host, Imperial Dane, Master Propaganda Hero, like Defender of the Fatherland. Off here to an exciting 1 vs 1 on Holland. If you winter between these, we got Angreifen, fighting for the Oberkommand West, Germany, Deutschland. Rolling out here with the 20th Panzer Division West in the West, we got LimaOskarMike, aka Lama, as that's just going to call him, fighting here for the Third Union, Socialism, Comrade Stalin, and the 3rd Guards Tank Corps. We got immediate choice of 5 Sturm by for Angreifen, double Sturm Pioneers. He'll definitely be going for some flamethrowers, most likely. Maybe some MP40s. Lom here with mechanized support, shock rifle, and defensive. Triple infantry there as well. Some of the Angreifen's got triple infantry there. With a double conscript build here. No immediate choices of anything like penal troopers or supporting companies. With maxims here for Lom in the opening minutes of the match. We got forces following up here. They found Angreifen have the double Sturm Pioneer opening. Definitely sort of a part there of any sort of Firestorm doctrine choice there early on. Like you want to get as many possible flamethrowers out there if necessary. Just make the benefits of it, because the flamethrowers help the Sturm Pioneers eventually up so much faster, meaning they can get to the pretty good stuff at Veteran 3 and 4, like Veteran 3 stun grenades. Veteran 4 they get a 40% accuracy bonus, which makes them pretty lethal. So, which of course on top of the flamethrowers makes them really nasty. We got a second country squad there for Lom. Actually third. The second one's already hit the field, moving towards the centre, sandbagging there. Country squad advancing here, pushing in aggressively up north. We got points there secured. Engineers sneaking up with another full squad on the way there for Angreifen. Done wiring off here. Forming up a small blockade. Slightly securing the south there for Angreifen, at least slowing down Lom a bit. Heading northwards there. Back here we got the second full squad almost done there for Angreifen in the 20th Panzer Division. Lom's conscious this, see a chance to hit the cuff point there as Angreifen's occupied elsewhere. Strikes like a dagger in the night. And here got Country versus Fulton. These Fulton pulling up behind an old cart. Country rising towards the house. There we go, ooh, roaring, but we can see Petra there falls down. Help! Don't leave me behind! It's cold! Oh, I hate you guys! In the southeast, Sturm Pioneers successfully pushed back the conscripts, laying down a volley of assault rifle fire, suppressing their desire to stay and getting them out of there. In the south, forces hanging a bit about around the house. We got a third full squad on the way there for Angreifen, with a second engineer out here for him. We got the supporting company up, and then for Lom that means Maxims and Mortars most likely here. Continuing southwards, they'll soon find themselves faced with a sizable reinforced steel barricade. Hey Sergey, was this always here? Yet, it's a recent addition. Probably fascists. Northern gears as the Fultz Grenadiers. Constantly hanging back, could try and flank in. Of course, that means leaving the house open. He might be worried that Angreifen's going to sneak in another unit, try and trick it behind here. In the south, though, seems to be well centred more round as Angreifen puts his main effort. Sturm Pioneers, Fultz moving in, wiring off the sandbags there, but caught by the engineers. They are forced to slow down their approach a bit. And there you go, flanking in on the Fultz up north here. And sandbagging down south, preparing for a counterattack, though he's still going to have to be a bit careful. Since if he just hits retreat here, it's going to be right past the Sturm Pioneers for a much longer path. But there you go, Sturm Pioneers report to the centre. No, we got one flamethrower upgrade on the way here though for Angreifen. One Flammenwerfer upgrade. No sign of the truck. Oh, there you go, truck on the way for Angreifen. Lom going for a Maxim to support his men in the glorious fight against the Hitlerites for the motherland. Another full squad pushing in for the northern victory point, secured here for Deutschland. And there you go, Flammhetzer up. They need to get a bit closer for it to go off. There you go, Sturm Pioneers now faced with flamethrower engineers, but the Sturm Pioneers should overall have the advantage since they have assault rifles. On top of their flamethrowers, the engineers got Mountain guns, which generally means the one with the assault rifles tend to win. Got the truck they're rolling about here for Angreifen, crashing some fences. It's not like it's going to offer much of a defense anyway. Ha ha ha. No one likes your puns anyways, Helmut. Oh, really? Yeah, even your wife. She actually hates them. Securing the northern victory point in the south there. We got Sandbags being laid down as he hits the fuel point there. Nice counter push there by Lom against Angreifen. As he holds up a point here. Will he try and go for any MP40s here versus Lom to maintain pressure in there? I mean, some good, well-used MP40s could prove quite hazardous there for Lom's infantry. Giving up the house, just going to set up to counterattack with the flamethrowers. Sneaky there, basically using it as a trap. Lom in this case gets out on the time here, but still. Bit of a wash there. Up north, Fulton making good progress. Sandbags down here in the south. Fuel point has been under neutral, denying Angreifen a bit of fuel here against Lom. We'll have to see, though, of course, how long this lasts. Sturmpanzer is the heavy losses forced back. Back here, Belgrave headquarters almost done. He can go for the medics. He can try and go straight for a flak after, and it goes for the medics. Fight here's not looking good. No additional sign of anything else besides the MP34 there. Still, MP40s could be a choice here for Angreifen. Machine and Pistole 40 in the centre, folks, living home. There we go. We got one MP40 up. Interesting enough, it's one already in the front line here in the fighting. Low on health and will soon be forced to retreat anyways. An interesting choice there from Angreifen to equip those. But either way, that does mean we are seeing assault packages being handed out. And there you go. MG34 team out here for Angreifen. Schweres Maschinengewehr 34. Sturmpioniere heading in here, might try and sort of take a path about here, in which case he can sort of threaten the retreat path of those conscripts. Instead, it looks like he's just going to bolt straight at it. I mean, obviously there's a chance he'd still just retreat as soon as he saw them, but like if he's a bit too slow there, moving in here would actually increase his chances of getting a wipe. North pushing in there, Lom actually maintaining good map pressure and control of versus Angreifen so far. That's very good here. Nothing further here from the supporting company as of yet. And there we go, we got the first assault package out here for Angreifen, Deutschland. The 20th Panzer Division. Ground back the southern fuel here. Setting up the info to cover up the centre, prevent any sort of direct moves towards the fuel well. Unless, of course, they basically just decide to walk behind the church, in which case this is not going to be too amazing, since you can't see behind the church with a machine gun. Hell, you can't shoot through the church with a machine gun. We got the SIS-3 there on the way for Lom. He's clearly worried about Angreifen here, I think, going for a flak half-track. Because without any serious anti-tank bombs, the flak half-track can be used to really frustrate Lom here. So, good choice here. We got more MP40s up here for Angreifen. Mine goes off, they immediately killing 2 German soldiers in the line of duty. In the south, we got to push here for the fuel victory point. Then we got a full score. Oliver's in the south is completely wrecked by now, at least in a non-fighting worthy condition, and Angreifen basically retreats. He'll likely just rush ahead with a grenade, which means he's going to be vulnerable to this maximum unless he sees it and then tries to rush it. Maybe pop down a smoke grenade. Nope. Stops up. Oh, he runs up in front of the broadside. That's a really bad spot to be in, to be honest. And there you go, runs the other side around. But at this stage, he might as well just pop the smoke grenade to minimize fires across over there. He said he ain't taking a lot, I think, needless fire against the conscripts. And the south point's being secured again, threatening Angreifen fuel point once more. And there you go, Sturmpanzer strength from the south. Catching the Maxim off guard entirely. And there we go, grenade off from the other side of the fence. Very good play there. I actually think, yeah, I almost got the conscript. There we go, nice attack here by Angreifen. What initially looked like just what moving about with the forces doing some damage to that be part of a larger maneuver that completely, I think, undermined Lom's defense here and resulted in several units retreating and the fuel being cut off. Nice play there by Angreifen. That was really nice. Pandemic short sandbags being thrown down on the ground. Jürgen, yeah, where are we getting sand in all of this snow? France? Are you telling me they're importing it from France? Yeah, maybe, I don't know. Just don't ask questions. Almost got the northern fuel, there we go, cut off. So now it's Angreifen time to really sort of, you know, make things miserable for Lom in the fuel department. MG4 forces charging forwards. I mean, obviously for Lom there's no question as to what doctrine Angreifen's gone for, but what are Lom's plans? I mean, there's so far no doctrine chosen, and so far no indicator of what he's planning at. No indicator whatsoever. Second Sturmpanzer squad could get minesweepers, could get another flamethrower, could get a Panzerschreck. We got take over there the 4 Angreifen and the 20th Panzer Division holding up a schwerer Wehrmacht Schlepper. We got lots of mines being laid down here, Schulmine, and we got cert mines already there as well. Lots of mines. Too far there in the conscripts. Pushing them a bit back, sneaking up here. Truck sitting out there. He'll probably set a shell that Panzer headquarters. They cover the car point and the fuel point. And then I guess all the munitions secured. Overall, Angreifen there have sort of be able to gain some map control back versus Lom, and Lom nicely pushed back against it. We got one we would team up there as well for him. That's pretty good. And then he cuts his own wire he laid down previously. It would be funny with actually in the same steel parts where they ought to build in the first place. First we have to lay down the wire, then we have to cut the wire. Can't the idiot make up his own mind? There you go, push for the car, punch back, punch the quarter almost done. Troops moving in there, sweeping in with MP40s, laying down a storm of bullets, of which the engineers had never seen. You need to retreat fast, there you go, otherwise the MP40s could very well make short work of them, and even then, several of them will be made short work of. I imagine his pursuit is going to be filled with a lot of bullets. He's going to have a hard time sitting down for the next couple of months. In the south, being assaulted by a conscript engineer combo with flame for his assault here. Smoke screen going down there from the Fultz grenadiers. I think he popped a bit too many too fast. Had he been able to do staggered, he could have probably gone close to the maximum and overwhelmed it. But oh well. Attacking the north, going through here as well, hitting the cuff point again, denying Lom fuel once more. There you go, trying to push forward through the smoke here, but without grenades to really take advantage of anything else. Oh, there you go. Steel part time from the north. The Fultz end up sending us a diversion, forcing them out. Nice assault here again by Angreifen. Make good use of, well, reasonable use of the smoke. Could have popped it a bit sooner, maybe. Sort of again, sort of leapfrog with the smoke, but ultimately, you know, managed to coordinate with the Storm Pioneers with the flamethrowers. Overall, dislodging Lom several times in the south here. Points being secured. He was forced away there. Oh, he just sent troops from the south into the north all the way. He'll have to send forces down there again. MD-34 versus Maxim. The Maxim is losing out on this engagement, having launched itself straight into the MD-34. No match against the highly accurate and, well, highly voluminous MD-34 rounds. Forces there reinforcing, healing, getting I think one assault rifle upgrade there. Good mix of two MP40s and then some Sturmgewehrs upgrades. Gives him sort of a nice amount of spread there in terms of what he can do with them. Healing reinforcement. He could go for some orbital darting, by the way. That would be a really, I think, solid choice here versus Lom. He'd struggle with that, and it could actually force him to have to go for some elite infantry to counter it. In particular, since he has no upgrades for his conscripts, via the doctrines, there's no submachine guns. So the orbital dart in this case would be highly effective. Unless Angreifen were to use them really terribly. Which is a possibility, but assuming not, Lom would, I think, be fortunate to consider something to counter them with. Which of course could also involve tanks. In fact, he's yet to take up. He's got 200 fuel and he's doing zip about it. That's definitely not got there for Lom. And suddenly I think hands are big up to the outcome. There we go. We finally got a docks in there from Lom. And the 3rd Guard Tank Corps. It is Shock Rifle calling in a Shock Trooper Squad. That's going to be an interesting choice there against Angreifen. We'll have to see how it deals with it. I mean, the MP40 Fultz grenadiers will certainly, I think, fall to short versus them. But the rest, who knows? And what is... Whoa! He's going for Flammhetzer already? I'm guessing that Angreifen's feeling confident due to the fuel harassment that he's not going to be hit with anything that could seriously threaten him. So he's actually pushing out a Flammhetzer here versus Lom. Wow. That's a very rarely seen thing. A 13-minute Flammhetzer. What on earth? Troops being replaced with a Maxim. Points being secured there. And the south got forces charging forces. They're double MP40s. He's going to need to pop a grenade. Mine goes off. Granate! Otto! Granate! Oh, looks like we didn't need it after all. So, I think we're going to need someone to bury these guys. Quick harassment here. Flamethrower team is nowhere near to be seen. So there's no way of flashing them out. Up north, the Steel Pioneers continue to fight. We got the Shock Troopers moving into within the range. If they get within range of the Flamethrowers, they're really going to regret that one, though. Up north, MP program victory point here. Flammhetzer arrives for Angreifen in Deutschland, adding the pintle-mounted MD-34 there. I mean, technically it was less pintle-mounted, actually sort of remotely controlled machine gun, though here it's just being used as pintle-mounted. It was known as the Rundumsfeuer all-around fire. Basically, meaning it could fire all around while being operated from inside the Flammhetzer. Further fun fact, late models 3Gs also had access to the same machine gun. Very fun fact there. And we're going straight here for the shock troopers, burning away at them. Further front detail is there was, I think, only about 14 Flammhetzers made, and they're basically specifically built for breaking open the Maginot Line bunkers that have been kept up by the French. I don't think they actually saw any usage elsewhere in the war, maybe a bit on the western front, but certainly not on the eastern front. So a few fun facts there. Constant machine gun him gun incendiary barrage in here versus Angreifen. Question is where? Oh, up here by the machine gun. That's one way of doing it. Once more, Lom finds a bit of defense against Angreifen, who's going for another Kednerfer. We got the country about to find themselves enveloped in the flames of hell. I said the flames of hell. Come on, burn them! Burn them. There we go. Heavy losses there for the country on low health. They're becoming easy targets with the flamethrowers and, of course, the machine gun on top there. Great hit there from the Sis-3 though on the Flammhetzer, which need to fall back. Even if it had, you know, sloped down, there's only 60mm, which still would have been reasonably effective, for example, you know, something like Sis-3, 10 extent, even if the shell slightly overmatched the armour. In the south, we've got Fulton pulling through here the lines with the grenades off against the Maxim crew. Getting some kills down there with the MP40s. Flammhetzer, those guys need some repairs. Thankfully, Angreifen's got 2 Sturm Pioneer escorts, but they're all at the front line, so you can't actually repair it right away. And we got the first tank out here for Lom. It's a T-34-76 driving through the snow. And he's going to go here for a mechanized regiment, probably for the repair pioneers. I mean, he's going to play for a King Tiger like this. That's going to, I think, be really a poor choice. They should at least have to go for Jagdpanzer first to stand a better chance versus that. Because all I suspect LimaOskarMike or Lom is going to beat him absolutely silly. Almost got the Sis-3. The problem is he can't really do anything besides that with it. He can't try and salvage it. There's just too many enemies around, including the tank. Line for gun with 2 kills. Flammhetzer still awaiting repairs. Kednerfer sending up, and T-34 rolling back. Clearly not wishing to push its luck. Attack in the centre here. Nothing to immediately respond with, which is a bit unfortunate there for Angreifen. There you go. Both Sturm Pioneer escorts being dispatched here to fix up the Flammhetzer. Desperately need repairs. Sometimes one can hit Veterans U1. Flare trip mounts down there from Lom. That's some good work there. Nice reflex have just, you know, flare trip mine whenever you counter the Soviets. You usually catch a few things plus frustrate your opponent. There we go, mechanized regiment up there for Angreifen. Flammhetzer is almost done for him as well. Almost done. Shock troops versus Folks Grenadiers. Pop a grenade. Ooh, almost got a wipe there actually. Ah, and they're forced to retreat right past the shock troopers. Flammhetzer, they're doing his best to try and save them. Doesn't though. Results in a full wipe there, and the Folks Grenadiers, bit of loss there for Angreifen. Flammhetzer continues, 6 kills. Might try and aim here for a 7th. There we go. Got the 7th on the shock troopers. Ah, here. This is bad. The bulletproof armor doesn't work versus fire or machine guns. Well, it's not fire bulletproof, is it then? Yet. Now that you mention it. Need to pull back the Flammhetzer, the double cannons. They're baiting it into. Oh, damage engine. Still close to Veterans U1. MD-34 for the suppressing troops. Kednerfer firing their rockets at the T-34. But most of them at that point just missed. Sturm Pioneers need to get back on work there on the Flammhetzer once more. And the South Force are finding up as the conscripts. For here, back in Lom space, nothing further happening. Either just seeing reinforcement. We got nothing there as well either. Lom now sending up for second T-34, and Gun's going to get really punished then if he's going to try and play for a King Tiger, unless Lom really does something terrible with his tanks, or Angreifen manages to somehow just easily deflect them. Both are possibilities, but it's a bit risky team for either of those. It's your main plan, that is. Either way, working right then the Flammhetzer. Again. Seeing a lot of damage done to it. Grabbing the center victory point. T-Fed 476 moving in. Need to shoot like Kidnapper. And there you go, second T-Fed 4 bombing there for Lom for the 3rd Guards Tank Corps. Sending barrels down the MD-34. No repair pioneers, so it really seems like he's just playing for the King Tiger now, which again would be highly inadvisable. Flammhetzer sets out very close to Veterans who won there. Got Orbslot out for Angreifen. He can actually soon go for Jagdpanzer, Panzer 4. We got mines being laid down as well. Very good. Sehr good. There we go. Kranska's being burned horribly. And there we go. We got Veterans 1 for the Flammhetzer, increasing its rate of fire, its lethality. And the South troops are held by the MD-34. Very good. Max then caught by the Flammhetzer. Still up support. And there you go. Burning away, scorching it. Doing a lot of damage, getting some kills in. 9 kills. 11 kills. But there you go. Quick hit here from Assist 3. It's going to push the Flammhetzer back. Even he's getting more kills. Almost wiping out the Maxim entirely. Another hit there. Closing in Veteran 2 very slowly. We've got the T-Fed 4 moving in. Needs to get the Flammhetzer out of there before it gets taken out. He's got the Kedner for his other Steel Pioneers moving in. South is largely open. Victory point wise. He's got a small lead for Lom here over Angreifen. Oh, he's going to lose it. He's going to lose it. Kaiser. No, shot bounced. Shot bounced. Taking the Kedner hits as well. And almost, in fact, ends up destroying the T-34, but does get away with a sliver of health. And even smaller, though, than the one for the Flammhetzer. Schwerer Panzer Quarters stands silent. Nothing happening. Flammhetzer now halfway to Veteran D3. Increased speed and rotation will certainly help in some ways, but it's really the high levels of veterancy it wants to get to, I think. Fortunately, they're pushing through, successfully repulsing several troops, but almost getting wiped out themselves. And there you go, we got LMGs for the Orbslans pushing to the south. We've got a T-Fed from reserve. And with all the Kedners being occupied and the northerly supporting things there, it's not going to be ready to deal with the T-34 down there. And again, it very much seems like he's playing for the King Tiger right now. And he's going to be, well, sometime before he can get there. Though to a small extent, he's slightly helped by the fact that Lom is so far not really pushing hard with his tanks. He's sort of more playing them defensively, which is certainly giving Angreifen some of the breathing space he's going to need to be active. He's playing for the King Tiger. I mean, at the moment, we don't know. It could be he's aiming for a Panther instead. There's very much also a plausible set of options that he does have, but there's certainly a lot of players who would just try and play for the King Tiger, no matter how risky a maneuver it would be. Flammhetzer there, pushing forwards again, having just rolled back. Mines being laid down at plenty, good work there. Gute Arbeit. They go catching conscripts with the machine gun and the flamethrowers, but mostly just catching the house. So 3 setting up, that's going to burn away, deal some damage to the Flammhetzer. Direct hit. Need to pull it back again, just as fast as we got there. Second hit. Very close to Veteran 2, though. Very close, but also very close to destruction. Death and annihilation. In south, they got forced with the T-34-76. Repulsed. Grabbing the point here, and in the center, we got the light infantry now pushing through to victory point. That seems like a misclick, or a really bad idea, if not a misclick. Double flamethrowers versus the shock troopers. Plus 50 in the Sturm punch back closing in Veteran 4. An absolutely brutal engagement there for the shock troopers. Flammhetzer, there still remains on low health and needs to be careful against whatever Lom might throw at it, though he continues to use his T-34s a bit unorganized. I mean, there's still one in the south which is essentially doing nothing for him. That is definitely not very efficient here. I mean, generally you want to have both your tanks active, not be using one of them like a heavy machine gun team. That seems highly inadvisable, to put it mildly. Lamo, when we see Angreifen's line for gun, yeah, Angreifen at this stage is very much playing in the King Tiger. Highly risky, highly inadvisable. Again, it does help though that Lom is not playing, I think, his tanks to the full capacity, and is now himself playing for an IS-2. That does make, you know, the plan for an IS-2 a lot safer. But the key element here is, while he might have an idea that Lom is not using his tanks very efficiently, he does not know he's in a sense he's going to play straight for an IS-2 right away. So in this regard, well, I can certainly, you know, understand some of the reasons for this. The overall part of it, again, is I think still too risky here, still based on just the assumption he can get away with getting a King Tiger here. Plus he's lost another infantry squad, it seems, maybe? There you go, veteran to Flammhetzer, faster, nimbler, and there you go, catching line for gun, burning away, shooting away. Ooh, wipes it easily. 17 kills there for the fatherland. North there, and we got the Flammhetzers rolling in. South, I mean north and centre. Lom actually controls all the victory points, and Angreifen is actually falling quite a bit behind Lom here, so he does need to be a bit careful with that. And he's got, you know, Flammhetzers zipping about, burning away at things. So there you go, got the T-50 bombing in. Another tank support here for the Flammhetzer, direct hit there for the side. Other T-50 bombing, so it's finally going to coordinate the T-34s against the Flammhetzer. Second shot bounces, third shot penetrates, mines being laid down, Fulton's moving ahead like Kevin has never noticed. He's got an MD-34 opposite on tank into the south. They're trying to claim the victory point there. There you go, Council taking a bit of damage, being repulsed here. Angreifen is actually minutes away from the King Tigers. Ultimately, because of LimaOskarMike's play, it's actually going to happen. He's going to be able to get away with going for a King Tiger like that, though at the same time he's actually still lost a bunch of victory points. Map control is still not in his favour, so even if Lom, you know, could perhaps have done better things, it's not like he did things terribly either, but it did leave a theoretical opening here for Angreifen to more easily push for a King Tiger, which is generally something you do want to avoid. But that's obviously too late now, and we're just seconds away from the King Tiger, the Tiger 2. Lots of mines being laid down there. Very good work. He's also clearing out other mines. Hey, Dimitri, what? Did you plant these mines? No, why do you ask? Well, there's mines over here. Yes, there's German on them, so. Oh, I don't read German. Don't you read Russian? No, not that either. How did you become an engineer? I found this hat. Anyways, got the IS-2 out, and we got the King Tiger out, more or less at the same time, with just a few seconds in between. So that's two heavy tanks out on the field. Shocked catching the MD-34. Flammhetzer there doing what he can for covering fire. 18 kills. IS-2 hanging about here. T-34s remain. Those bit split up here for Lom. He still needs to be careful about that. Looks like we're going to push it for the centre. Flammhetzer with King Tiger. It's going to strike for Germany. There we go. Mine goes off. Orbs on nearby MD-34. Oh, Kednev retreats right as the IS-2 advances. But there you go. Attack for the centre. He might hope the just drawing the attention in there. Should burn out the Maxim. Line for gun being caught again. Failed to grab it, I guess. King Tiger trying to deal with the Maxim, turns his mighty 8mm gun, shoots, hits a wall instead of the house. Another shot, hits the bloody wall again. Otto, lifts the gun a bit more. We can't keep hitting that bloody wall. Well, too late now, the Maxim got away there. More footers here for Angreifen actually lost his Obersoldaten. I think that was a direct hit here from the IS-2, which pretty much just wiped them out. I think. Bit hard to say there. Either way, they're gone. They are very much gone. Flammhetzer, Half-Fighter, Veteran T3. Been doing reasonably well with that one for sure. King Tiger slowly, oh, that's actually slowly running about. King Tiger, though, is moving down southwards here. They're going to be a clash. It's going to be a clash here. Flammhetzer nearby support, and there we go. Ah, he's not headed to shoot the vehicle, selected turn to shoot the infantry seats first round the IS-2. Both shoot IS-2 slightly, I think, gets to hit. The King Tiger actually fails to hit at point blank range, by the way. But Kedmov gets to hit the King Tiger, though. Now the penetrating hit, but there you go. Also some hits going off in the IS-2. I think it's actually the Kedmov in this case is doing most of the damage. The King Tiger so far pretty much failed to make any impact there. Flammhetzer, though, main gun out. Almost taken out here by the IS-2. But he's also closing in eventually 3. He needs to repair this tanks and Flammhetzers fast. Northwoods is pushing in. Then we got another full squad equipped there with the MP40s. Koenigsegger is seeing vital repairs. Got constantly in the line of fire of the King Tiger, except it's not allowed to shoot at infantry, so it can't. Well, not with the main gun, anyways. Not with its 88mm high velocity gun. There it goes. Shoots the cavalry, shattered. You spin me right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, right round. Anyways. That's always so silly when they do that. Folks, they were whelmed by shock troopers. King Tiger himself will deal with that. Flammhetzer receiving repairs. Reinhardt just keeps spinning. Just keeps on spinning. Cover shattered. Shock troopers that remain alive. Incendiary artillery going off here. Flammhetzer good to go going here for Angreifen. More hits than the IS-2 from the Kedmov. King Tiger's going forwards. Flammhetzer supporting. And there you go. Shoots, penetrates, actually hits while in the first place as well. Got jolly good job. T-Fed force nearby, but they're afraid to move in here. They are afraid of the dangers of the Third Reich. Flammhetzer very slowly approaching Veteran 3. Katusha on the way for Lom. Hard work there. And there you go, Contis rushing the King Tiger. King Tiger misses. Went to tank grenade off. Does a bit of damage, but fails to make any impact beyond that. Flammhetzer ready to turn up support. Direct hit from the IS-2. Contis being shot at, burned at. Causing a bit of traffic jam here. The Contis tank further hit down from the Flammhetzer. Burned, shot, murdered. Kedmov takes a hit from the IS-2, taking it out there. MD-34 gone, he's down to one. He's actually got several Kedmovs, but neither of them are close to the front line. Only the King Tiger now to deal with the IS-2 and several T-Fed forces, which is now barreling through here. Forces up, might be able to Panzerfaust needs it up for the Kedmov first to shoot. And there you go, shoots. Panzerfaust get the King Tiger on it. Flammhetzer nearby, though. Very close to Veteran 3, in fact. And there you go, 31 kills as well. Panzerfaust goes off, damaging the engine on the Kedmov. Getting from hits there. Veteran 3 gained. Another hit there. King Tiger running forwards. Needs support there from the infantry. There you go. Damaging the King Tiger. Flammhetzer burning away. Veteran 3 gain on the Flammhetzer. Now it's actually going close to Veteran 4. That's actually, I think, one of the few times I've actually seen a Flammhetzer reach that much veterancy. Holy smokes, 34 kills. It's going through the shock troopers like a hot knife through butter. King Tiger going, McKenna's landing some good hits in the IS-2, almost taken out. King Tiger advancing, a Flammhetzer rolling in, sipping forwards. Going for the conscripts, burning away again. 35 kills. And if you can actually hit Veteran 4 with that, that would be insane. Veteran 5 calls would be nuts and amazing. He should probably get his stuff fixed up though. Needs to be careful with this King Tiger as well. He's very low on health. And go direct shot there from the IS field gun. Bring in the Flammhetzer. Gets missed there, but still gets in some damage. Second hit though penetrates. Sturm Pioneer squad retreating, leaving the other squad to just do the work here. Needs to pull back further and repair stuff here. And now Angreifen is finally going for some armour, some panzers. Make 2 points. So he's down to 138 versus Lom's 355. In this regard, the King Tiger play did really have the advantage, just allowing Lom to sit more comfortably, just bleeding out victory points like that. Triple Kedmovs though, IS-2 is close to veteran to itself. T-34s are reasonably veteran as well. Nego's going for it, he's going to go for it. IS-2's been paired up. Need to retreat the Steel Pioneers. Can't afford to lose them. And the Fulls are about to get wiped out. They're going to hit a mine and the last man will die. Also, the Flammhetzer really needs to get away there. He needs to take another path. For some reason, the King Tiger could not see the IS-2 and actually shoot back for whatever reasons. There you go. Shoots. Misses. Need to pull back. Need to get the Kenrivers down. They need to get anything down there. You can't really. Why is it not... Then again, neither is the IS-2. I guess it's some weird feature of the terrain there. So the King Tiger here is going to end up doing a lot less than the IS-2, to be honest. I would also say Angreifen handled it reasonably poorly there, to be honest. But he might actually be able to get the IS-2. He's using the Flammhetzer maybe just to block here, but then again the fire of the King Tiger. There we go, there we go. IS-2 is almost taken out here. Almost got it. Katyusha fire running down. Can he get it? Can he get it? Yes, he got the IS-2, but all three Raketeners got taken out. Got T-Fed force rolling in. Flammhetzer desperately trying to escape. Panzer IV is moving in as well. Flammhetzer, can he pull behind the Schwerpanzer Cortis just in time? Yes, it can, but now Angreifen's barely got anything left. West Lom has still got a lot of infantry. T-54 down, kaput. Flammhetzer and tiny repairs. Also very close to Veteran 4 there. Incredibly close. Super close. Majestically close to Veteran 4. Ten kills in that Katyusha. Outstanding work. Start working on the Flammhetzer. Steel Pioneers need to reinforce as well. Then again, he's short on manpower. He suffered a lot of losses there. He has to make up for a lot of them. But if he can, I suppose, do some damage to the Flammhetzer, he might have a chance to end this game. Though he really needs to then get some wipes with it against Lom. He definitely needs to get some wipes. He needs to sort of begin bleeding out Lom much more aggressively than he has now. Because, he's going to have no chance of getting back onto the battlefield. What are you doing with the Panzer IV? He gets the wipe and ends up with the damage in right on the field gun. That was a really poor, I think, tactical decision there by Angreifen. Really poor. Gains veterans 1, 5 kills, but there's a high likelihood of losing it if he just decides to rush the T-Fed force. There you go. Flammhetzer on the move. Super close to veteran 4. Super close. Forces in the south, they're being obliterated by the shock troopers in a matter of seconds. McKenna recruit Flammhetzer rolling through the center? Is he going to go for the field gun? I think he is. I think he's just starting to make a lot of bad decisions here. Veteran 4 game, but now he's actually going to lose it here to the field gun or the T-34. He's just throwing away his stuff, to be honest. And he was so close there to actually getting... Oh, shots bouncing. Wow. Veteran 4 gained 40 kills. Increased range. Keep the front against the T-34. Whatever you do, keep the front towards it. The Kevin needs to treat his next spawn. There you go. Max range of the Flammhetzer. They're just burning away from half across the screen. Moving ahead. What are you doing, Angreifen? 41 kills, though. That Flammhetzer is a self-propelled war crime. Anyways, T-34 moving ahead. We got a damaged Panzer IV near support. He's going to try and repair him close to the front line. Needs more troops. This is crazy. Fox is moving up. We got rocket fire on the way here. Going for the Panzer IV. Down the center victory point there with the Maxim. He's down to 30 victory points versus Lumsden at 55. He's going to destroy the field gun. I think that's the right decision to make to ensure it does not fall into his opponent's hands. MD-34 recruit pushing against the Maxim. Panzer IV there, halfway to victory 2. Flammhetzer there being expediently repaired. If he can hit ace level, that would be amazing. Need to cover the Panzer IV again. He did it again. He did it again. But there you go. Flammhetzer, good to go. 25 points left. Frogs launching right. I've got the Flammhetzer moving in. Again, the Veteran 4 Flammhetzer. Panzer being burned horribly. Shot at. And you get that thing to virtually fire, it's going to be a nightmare because it actually gets a damage boost. Lots of anti-tank units being tossed at it. But it's burning away, it's murdering away. It's halfway to virtually 5. It's halfway there. T-Fed going here for the Panzer, for the Flammhetzer shot, bounces. Panzer 4 shoots, hits. IS-2 number 2 out for Lom. IS-2 number 2. He's going to need a Yak Panzer to have a chance against that. He needs to recruit all of his Raketenwerfers. 32 then the Panzer 4 need to fall back though. IS-2 on the way, should be able to hear it. The IS-2, but it makes a very distinctive sound. No, he's blitzing into the base to take it out. Ah! Got the T-54, might be able to get the Katyusha, but he's going to lose the Panzer 4. Got both of them. He's going to lose the Panzer 4. Sending in the Flammhetzer. He's lost it. IS-2 misses the Panzer 4. Second Panzer 4 moving in. Panzer 4 is somehow staying safe from the IS-2. There you go. Penetrating hit. Need to keep pulling back the Panzer 4 though. Not that's going to matter much. Got Consul moving in. The Flammhetzer moving up again. We got Vetching 3 for the Panzer 4. IS-2 misses again. Panzer 4 gets a penetrating hit. Country being obliterated. Southern victory point being taken in the same moment. We got troops listening past. They're getting murdered by the MD-34 and the Volkswagen news. Lom's engineers are getting obliterated. Most of his troops are actually. But he needs to get some of the other victory points. Schnell. Another hit down the Panzer 4s. Oh, he's going to lose it. Country this slide being wiped out. Down to 1 Panzer 4. Troops moving from the south here. The shock troopers need to get the Flammhetzer on them. Raketen recruit. MD-34 being flanked. Down to 17. 47 kills on the Flammhetzer. 47. IS-2 takes a damaged engine. 14 left. Shock troopers. Oh, they're dying. They're dying. The virtually 3 shock troopers are dying horribly. They got annihilated. Hitting the northern victory point with a Fulton squad. Pop a smoke grenade. I can't. He could set up the Flammhetzer there to deal with. He needs to rush the southern one as well. He's actually falling back with a Maxim. Flammhetzer zooming in. 49 kills. There you go. Maxim is in trouble. It has to retreat. It has to retreat. 50 kills on the Flammhetzer. 50 kills. And it's almost 55. IS-2 is being repaired. Mine hit. Ah, Flammhetzer. Brauchen Pioniere. Schnell. Die Motor ist kaputt. Now the MD-34 there for Angreifen. Need to reinforce those steel pines. Get him to the Flammhetzer as fast as possible. He's got 11 points left. Mines going off. Konska's being suppressed. Sis-3 bombarding the MD-34 position. Panzer 4 moving ahead. Need to be careful. There you go. Stop the Flammhetzer. It can't be repaired while it's moving, Angreifen. It can't be repaired while it's moving.
We are losing supplies to the enemy.
Can he get it to Vetzency 5? That's the big question for now. That's the only thing I care about now. Not who wins, but can Angreifen get this Flammhetzer to Vetzency 5? Like, that's the true story of this battle. Not who wins, but that Flammhetzer. Double Kevin setting up there, gating the IS-2. Every shot bounces off the IS-2. There you go. Panzer 4 gets one through. More bounces off the IS-2's armor. Flammhetzer there zooming in. Fox is flanking in, but they're getting into our issues. India's going for the center victory point. Flammhetzer the strikes-ish. And there you go. It's gained Vetzency 5. It has happened. It has hit Vetzency 5. The prophecy has been fulfilled. Or something. Engineers almost being wiped out. The IS-2 taking some hits. We got the Flammhetzer flanking northwards. Gonna go for the Maxim. Burning away there. Doing so much damage, taking down to half health in a matter of seconds. Up north, constantly being halted here by the MG-34. Flammhetzer going for the C3, flanking it, burning away at the gun crew. 51 kills. Ooh, this is too exciting. Flammhetzer falling back there. Flammhetzer falling back. Panther needs to cover around the C3. Almost got it there. Almost got it. Academy creeping ahead. Up north, a push for the victory point there. MG-34 holding back. He needs to grab another victory point to get the northern one back. Of course, the Flammhetzer could be instrumental in resecuring it. Hitting the southern one. Oh, no. And he's not grabbing the center one. He's not grabbing any of them. This is GG. This, I fear, is GG for Angreifen. Got another T-34 on the way there. Going for the northern one. Center one. But the southern one's been cut off. And that means the bleed's going to be too fast for him to do anything about it. He was so close, but ultimately, I feel like the King Tiger was ultimately a waste of resources and time here from him. Basically meant he just didn't push hard enough, getting enough victory points, allowing to stabilize faster. Instead, he ended up losing. Plus, the King Tiger was just mishandled, didn't do enough. And sometimes I think Angreifen just pushed too far with his tanks without really supporting. But the Flammhetzer, yeah, the Ace was, I think, the true star of this match. Just 51 kills, swooping around, burning away units, and horribly just annihilating things. That was amazing. And of course, impressive play by LimaOskarMike as well. Though again, I think his IS-2 play was a bit risky as well. But in the end, he did sort of manage to pull through and punish Angreifen. So there you go. Hope you enjoyed this match. Hope you learned something from it. If you did, subscribe, tell your friends, share it with everyone. If you're not, send in replay on a point and feedback in the comment section. This is Imperial Dancing. Cheers. Thank you for watching. Hope to see you all tomorrow for another signing episode.